Has someone ever been a great influence in my life? For me, it's someone who has taught me many valuable skills in life. During my life as a student, many teachers have made little impact, except this woman has. Almost everyone who's been a student in a school district has had a teacher that made some impression on them. This tribute speech is from my 8th grade reading fluency teacher, Mrs. Allison O'Hara. Mrs. O'Hara is a definition of generous, humorous, and outgoing. She proves this in her teaching life. Mrs. O'Hara teaches everybody by examples of being generous. She's generous by giving me advice about my book I had to make and design in 7th grade. I was told how to present it and how to make it look like a real book. Mrs. O'Hara answered my questions by making me think first by using my brain. She would give me a thought and I would have to build on that idea. Before my motivational speech, she told me I could get a lot of points by pointing out the things I did well. Giving this advice and help made me feel appreciated and showed just how generous Mrs. O'Hara is. Mrs. O'Hara taught everyone how to have a humorous outlook on life. Even when the class didn't participate on a certain day, she would try to cheer them up and get us motivated to make the day the best. Whenever a student would appear to her stressed or worried about a project or speech, she would try to cheer them up with jokes and kind words. A great quality she had was being able to be herself and not care. She doesn't let her nerves get the best of her. Even when she's reading a speech or talking to the class, she lets her personality shine through. One thing she's really good at is using her voice. Every word she speaks seems to have emotion, and that makes the words come alive. Adding hand gestures, and that results her personality assures us we can still be a great writer and have fun and be ourselves at the same time. Mrs. O'Hara is a person who was born to teach. At my school, we have a program called Battle of the Books. She started a statewide program in my school. Her goal was to get every student to enjoy reading and have fun doing it at the same time. When it's time to go to our extensions, she's a coach for one of the Battle of Books teams. In 7th grade, I was on its teacher's team who wasn't Mrs. O'Hara. My coach was always busy, so Mrs. O'Hara let us stay in her room. My team wasn't too happy and excited to be doing Battle of the Books, but she had the best attitude the whole time we were there. I think her good attitude rubbed off on the whole group, including me. And for some kid who needs extra help in reading, she has a class that specializes in improving it. There they read books and write essays. These students said that this class improved their reading and writing skills. Using her outgoing personality, she got the students motivated to do some work. For some of the kids, going to class was really fun. Every teacher I've had all taught me something important, how to add, subtract, read, and write. But the most important thing I learned is how to be myself. Her generous, humorous, and outgoing personality made an impact on all students. The impact that this lady had on all her students and coworkers is amazing. Her ability to work with everyone is outstanding. Not everyone is able to do that. Once I move on from Johnson Middle School, I'll realize that Mrs. O'Hara was one of the teachers I had that I learned lifelong skills from. Even when I'm older, I'll remember all the wonderful things she taught me and all the great times I had in her class.